Okay, one of the skills that we're going to be working on next is factoring a trinomial of the form ax squared plus bx plus c into a product of two binomials. So here they give us a trinomial that's in this form. The a value would be 1 in this case because that's the coefficient on the x squared term. And what we're going to do is we're going to break this into a product of two binomials. So it's the reverse of the FOIL or the distributive process that we are using for multiplication. So what we do is we think about what we need to put right here. So when we multiply by x, we get this x squared. And so if we put x here, that would be x times x is x squared. Okay, and then we have to think about what we could put here. So when we multiply times 5, we get negative 35. Okay, so this has to be a 7 here to get 35, and to get a negative 35, we'd have to have a negative 7. Okay, now if we check O and I from FOIL here with this, outside would be negative 7x, and inside would be 5x, and we see that would produce negative 2x, which matches that middle term of the trinomial. Okay, so we're factoring a trinomial into the product of two binomials. Okay, now I just wanted to show you that we can also see visually with Desmos here, if I put in the trinomial and graphed it, I already typed it in, and I would end up with something like this. Okay, and I could scroll out and look at it, and it's a parabola. Some of you know the name of that. And then I typed in the two binomials, or the product of the two binomials, and what you end up seeing is the two figures or parabolas are on top of each other, and that proves that they're equal to each other. So that's one way you could use Desmos to help you see if your factoring is correct. Okay, so going back to the second one here, we look at how do we produce this x squared. Well, they give us the first binomial, and so all we need to do here is take x to produce this x squared, and then we think about, okay, what times 3 will give us negative 36. Well, if we don't know, we could do a little division problem, and we find out that it's 12. So we'll put a 12 here, and then we need to decide about the sign. And if you take a look here, this is going to be a negative sign here. Okay, and so if we take a look and work this out, we'll see that we do get negative 36, but what we also see is there's a slight error in this problem, because this sign right here should be a negative sign. Otherwise, there's no way that we can make this problem work. Okay, so I'm going to change this to a negative sign, and I will change it on our note packet too. But so make sure that you realize this is going to be a negative sign in your note packet. So then this will work out. If you check out O, you get negative 12x. That's outside here. And inside, you get 3x, which is negative 9x. Okay, so I had a little sign error on the packet, but I'll get that fixed for you. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to make it work. So, all right, well, that starts us off, and going on to the next problems, we're going to have to come up with the two binomials ourselves, and we'll take a look at those next. Thanks.